Alright, I'm sure most of you have probably already seen the biboo skin mod. However, there has been an update, and so I will be showcasing all the things that are really different. Now, obviously, I will be doing a little bit of cheating using debug mod, just so that I can get things a little bit early to showcase you without having to spend too much time around it. So, just kind of in this area, firstly and foremost, obviously the skin is as normal. The running is pretty normal. Now, there is a walk sound effect that I will get to shortly. That also just kind of sounds this, but a little bit quieter. Okay, and so for the spells, you'll notice that, Fireball is going to look pretty normal. All the base spells are going to look pretty normal. However, the sounds are different. Pay very close attention. It sounds like a bunch of biboos screaming out. But that's how it sounds. I'll go somewhere where it's a little quieter. Now that's just the Vengeful Spirit. Okay, right now I have the game frozen. I'm going to go ahead and jump, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Descending Dark. Actually, not Descending Dark. I'm going to do the first one, which is Desolate Dive. I'm going to input it, and frame by frame, we're going to see everything that is kind of different. So she slams into the ground, as usual. However, if you look very closely, her wings stay there for a little bit. Very, very pretty. And then the spell ends. Alright, once again, I'm going to jump up and do this one. And frame by frame, we're going to see how it looks. This is the startup animation for the Vengeful Spirit, upgraded now to be Shade Soul. Frame by frame. Look at that. Simply gorgeous. It's a Full Moko hybrid for a Shade Soul. Is that not awesome? Let's see it one more time. And once more, just for good measure. Ah, awesome. Now then, right after that, we are going to do the Abyss Shriek. Obviously, this one can be easily seen on the ground, but jumping up makes it a little bit more obvious. So I'm going to go ahead and jump up, and I'm going to input the Abyss Shriek. Obviously, you heard a different sound, but this is what it looks like. That is terrifying. That is a nightmare. But if you look very closely, it is a book. This is something straight from Shiori. And the book closes, and it goes away. But that's what Abyss Shriek now looks like. Let's listen to it one more time, and then see it one more time. Oh, actually, I think she says Shiori as you do the spell. But that is nightmarish. After that, we have Descending Dark. This one, honestly, is probably the cool... Actually, I do think Abyss Shriek looks much cooler. But this is what it looks like. I will jump up to make it a little bit more obvious because it's a little harder to see just by standing down. This is how it looks like. I'm gonna, hit escape so that we can see it frame by frame without actually shaking. This is Descending Dark. I was not prepared for that noise. But you can see the crown stays there. And then this pops up. These are Nerissa's horns. It's very, very pretty. And jokingly, I said, how funny would it be if only half of the spell worked? Like, how funny would it be if only this half of the spell actually had a hitbox? Because the other one was stolen. I thought that would be very funny, but sadly that's not the case. Alright, I will show it to you one more time. I also want to know because I'm very curious as to what Nerissa said. It's really hard to tell what she said. I think she said Suika, but I'm not sure. So along with the spells, there were actually a lot of changes happening in the charms as well. Our first one is actually going to be Wayward Compass. Now, originally Wayward Compass shows where you're located on the map. However, in this case, if you open up the map, it tells you your location with her mod on. And obviously, if you hold map, you see it, and you can see her move as well. It's very, very adorable. But also very nice because, especially for beginner players, Wayward Compass is one of the best charms. And as if you look closely, a little pebbles on her head. Our next charm combo is actually going to be with Glowing Womb. You've probably seen this one on Twitter already, but usually with Glowing Womb, you can produce little small flies that look like the night. In this case, we've produced pebbles. Aren't they? They are actually so adorable. They're floating around, they look like balloons. Oh, it's adorable. And let's watch them sleep. If you sit on the bench long enough, they will go down and sleep. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you played Hollow Knight before, there is actually a charm synergy with this charm. And yes, it does work. When you have the Defender's Crest charm on, along with Glowing Womb, you can spawn these things. I don't know how to describe them, but they look like they're made of mud. Ooh boy. They are still adorable in their own sense, but it is very funny. I'll say that much. Our next charm is actually going to be one that you probably not have been expecting. But as you know, if I heal, usually there's a pacifier in my mouth as I heal. However, in this case, I have equipped Shape of Un. Now, usually this charm allows you to change into a snail, so you can move around while healing. Very good and very efficient for people who are trying to be protective and healing under, a lot of potential dangers. If I heal, this is what happens. Did you take a look? Did you get a good look at that? I have a little bonnet on my head now. It is honestly kind of adorable, but at the same time, I don't like the fact that she turned into a slug. Now, there is another synergy with this charm. Actually, there's another synergy after this one. It's with Spore Shroom. I turned into a little fungus. It is pretty nice, though. That one does not look as bad. The other charm synergy with this one is actually the Boulder Shell, which looks like that. It protects you as you heal, so there's really more protection, more opportunities to heal. Yeah, this one honestly looks the best, in my humble opinion. And behold, our last charm, if I'm not mistaken. If I did actually leave something out, please let me know, comment it so I can take a quick look at it. But this is the Weaver Song charm. Weaver Song? But basically, originally it allows you to spawn little spiders. In this case, we have pebbles. Oh gosh. I don't like the sound they make while crawling around. But if I put everything together, we have our spiders, and we'll have our other floating pebbles. It is very adorable. Let's just have them all sit and sleep. They're just little eepy boys. Little sleepy pebbles. Angry pebbles, we are on the hunt, ready to destroy everything in our path. One of the other changes that has happened in this game is this. I'm gonna start beating up this guy with the pebbles, but I will show you exactly what has been changed because it's actually very interesting. Go get him, boys. Destroy him. Good job. Take a look at this. There is a pebble stuck in the jar with the grub. Let's free them. Another small miscellaneous thing that has changed. If you look up or down with Biboo, a small little pebble will show right at your feet. It's so tiny, and so adorable. I love it to death. So now that we've seen most of the differences, there's actually two more things I want to show you guys. One of them is, actually technically both of them are going to be in Deep Nest. So I'll get there real quick and then I'll show you exactly what changed. The other things that have changed for this mod, or at least for this version, is the Nosk fight as well as the trap bench. So I'm just going to showcase both of those real quick, and just to show you what they look like. Here's our first instance of seeing Nosk. Usually the Nosk is supposed to represent, something that's luring you into its hideout, and is usually the normal knight. However, it has now changed to become Biboo Knight. So let's see what it looks like when we actually encounter it. Now that we're actually in the Nosk's lair, we would see the exit being blocked off. But let's see exactly what happens as we approach the fake Biboo. As usual, it changes. Oh gosh. Into this monstrosity. I will beat this thing up real quick. With the power of Holo Advent. And with the power of Holo Advent, we have defeated the Nosk. And claimed our prize. Oh gosh, it looks so, disturbing. If you look at it upside down, let me see if I can get it right side up. Like this, it kind of looks like that's teeth. Even though I know that's supposed to be the crown. It almost looks like it's teeth now. Gosh, that's so disturbing. Anyways, that is the first thing that has changed in Deep Nest. I'm going to show you the next thing that has changed. The other thing that has been changed is obviously the trap bench in the distant village. Now, for most people, you enter this area thinking, oh my goodness, there's a bench, I can finally heal. However, it is not safe. You can wiggle around as much as you'd like, but no help is going to come. And this is the part that has changed. Look very closely at Biboo's face. They drew on our face. And we're wearing our little bonnet yet again. It's so adorable that she's just stuck there. But we can break free. Clean ourselves up the mess, and continue on forwards. Also, something that's very small is I noticed that when we had the Lumify lantern, it looks like there's side crystals that also light up. Very small thing to notice, but it's nice to see. We're gonna end this off fighting the absolute radiance. We've already seen everything that is different, everything that is similar. So what better way to end this off than to fight the absolute radiance with the pebbles by our side. So let's get to it. Again, the mod for this link, or I guess the link for this mod, is in the description. I do highly encourage you to try it out and play it for yourself. Alright, have at thee. Just to kind of explain what I do, facade myself, I actually do a lot of challenge videos as well as Hololive speedruns. So, if you do enjoy Hololive as a whole, or if you like Biboo or Hololive, I am doing a bunch of Hololive themed challenges or speedruns. So, be sure to check those out. As usual, don't forget to sub to Biboo. She is currently doing an Overcharm challenge for Hololive. Very impressive. It is not for the casual gamer. Go check her out doing that. Wish her a lot of support. Give her a lot of support. And be nice as always. Whether or not you sub to me, that's up to you. Whether or not you follow on me on Twitch, sorry, not Switch. Again, that is up to you. I would be very appreciative because I'm trying to reach affiliate, but again, if you don't like my content, that is your decision. Alright. I am a speedrunner, so I'm going to speedrun this next portion. And that is Biboo fighting against the Absolute Radiance. I will repeat myself because a lot of people need to hear things twice. Sub to Biboo, give her support. The mod link is in the description. Whether or not you want to sub to me, up to you. But I have been Facade. This was the Biboo skin mod showcase for Hollow Knight. I hope you have a good rest of your day or your night, depending on your availability. I will see you in either the next update or in the next Hololive speedrun. Have a good night.